So that's going to wrap up. We're going to look at last week in the metaverse next, and we're going to start this off with Starbucks. So free mint Starbucks NFTs are now fetching high prices. So what's interesting about this is that Starbucks NFTs, Starbucks released a free mint, and usually on free mints, you get a certain level of success if it's a high enough profile type of project and the company is having some success. In this case, it's Starbucks, and they, ever since the mint happened, they're having a ton of success that they're seeing, and people are flipping these Starbucks mints NFTs that they literally got for free for a ton of money. So I think that you're going to continue to see free mints occur because you want the adoption, you want people to be excited and come out. But I also think that people are going to want to get involved with some of these larger corporation earlier projects, and especially when they're free, because they see the longevity of it, because they know Starbucks isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So if you see a free mint out there from a major corporation or brand that you know, if you can get on the whitelist, or if you can find a way to get one, it might be worth your time to figure out how you can get involved in that into the future. So our next story, we're going to look at a new NFT marketplace. So NFT marketplace blur.io burns 252 ETH to hit top of burn leaderboard. So NFT marketplace aggregator blur.io surpassed Uniswap, OpenSea, and Ethereum transactions at the top ETH burner over the past day. And this was occurred on February 19th. So data shared by Access Protocol CEO Mike Honscalo from Ultrasound Money highlighted that over 252 ETH was burned as a result of blur.io activity between February 18th and February 19th. The two contracts identified by Ultrasound Money combined in for a total of 310.7 ETH compared to 239 ETH and 177 ETH from Uniswap and OpenSea respectively. So blur.io, if you have not heard of this, go check it out. It is another NFT aggregator trying to come out and compete against OpenSea and a ton of other marketplaces out there. So this got put on my radar. I am really curious to see if Blur can keep this momentum and keep finding ways to be competitive as it relates to OpenSea and some of the other competitors out there. Our next story is going to look at Artblocks. So Artblocks and NFT gallery Bright Moments team up to bring generative art in real life. The new companies are partnering to create NFTs with in-person experiences for collectors, beginning with a collection from generative artist NPKOZ. So the generative art NFT collective, Artblocks and NFT gallery Bright Moments are continuing to build some really cool things together. So every NFT will have a second physical activation, which can only be minted in a specific city tied to that NFT. Two companies have commissioned artist Michael Klosowski, also known as NPKOZ, to release a collection for this partnership. Titled Metropolis, the body of work features generative art NFTs on architectural influences from London, Berlin, New York, Mexico City, Los Angeles, and 5 cities where Bright Moments galleries are located. So it's really interesting to continue to see how art and generative art is transforming into the world of NFTs. And I think this trend is going to continue as more and more people get involved in this space. Next, NFT marketplace Rarible expands aggregation to Tezos. So Rarible's aggregation tool will now support NFTs from marketplaces such as Object and Tia to support creators and collectors who favor the eco-friendly blockchain. Non-fungible token marketplace Rarible is adding support for Tezos in its aggregated marketplace, the company said Thursday. In addition of Tezos follows the recent announcement that Rarible would begin to aggregate Polygon-based listings. The co-founder of Rarible told CoinDesk that the company chose to integrate Tezos marketplaces into its aggregation tool in an effort to court crypto-native artists as well as collectors that favor sustainability. Through its aggregation tool, collectors on Rarible will be able to purchase Tezos-based NFTs from marketplaces such as Object, FX Hash, Tia, and Versum. Tezos is becoming a force to be reckoned with as it relates to NFTs. They're really getting a lot of really cool artists and generative art being created within the marketplaces as well. I think Tezos is going to continue to expand its footprint across where all of these different NFT artists are gathering, and we'll see more and more types of really cool products being built on top of that. So really cool to see Rarible expanding out there. I think we're going to see more and more of these marketplaces expand to Tezos. Next, we're going to look at OpenSea. And OpenSea implements a 0% fee to win over NFT users base loss to Blur. So I know we brought up Blur earlier. So what is OpenSea doing to compete? So because of the Blur surpassing OpenSea in daily ETH trading volume, we're seeing OpenSea go back against what it did earlier. So OpenSea announced a maze of structuring around lower platform fees and greater creator earnings as competing marketplaces continue to drain away its once dominant user base. So as a reactionary measure, because of the amount of deal flow that Blur was able to take from OpenSea, OpenSea announced 3 major changes to win back its migrating customers. The measures include 0% fee for a limited time, introducing optional creator earnings and leniency on other operators. So OpenSea came out with a full plan to make changes to try to get some of their things back. OpenSea made some big announcements around how they would allow creators to earn money, and it made a lot of people mad. So people started looking elsewhere, and a lot of people started looking at Blur. So now OpenSea is basically walking it back, trying to retain and put out the fires that they created themselves. So I like competition. I think competition is always good. Right now, OpenSea in a lot of ways, I wouldn't call them a monopoly, but they're pretty close as they've been dominating a lot of the volume. So I think it's good to see some healthy competition out there. Next, we're going to look at eBay. And eBay, NFT platform KnownOrigins, launches Creator Smart Contract. And the beta release has been tested by users with 84 contracts deployed and 250 NFTs minted so far. With the new contract, artists can split earnings and earn royalties as co-creators. As told by KnownOrigins, users have been testing the creator contract beta release for the past few weeks. Starting February 24th, all approved creators on KnownOrigins will be able to deploy and mint work on their own contract for public release. Deployment will not require coding knowledge. KnownOrigins was acquired by eBay in 2022 for an undisclosed amount back in June of 2022. And its co-founder, David Moore, the Ethereum-based platform seeks to empower creators and collectors by giving them the ability to showcase, sell, and collect unique, authenticated digital items. So if you're tracking that, it's basically been almost 8 months. They've been working on this, they're rolling it out, and it's about to come out in full fashion. So again, more and more people see that there's an opportunity for this space in the world of NFTs. And you're seeing a ton of these NFT aggregators and marketplaces coming out because there's a lot of volume there and there's a lot of opportunity to be able to make money from that. So you have to be able to create an all-encompassing experience that makes your creators and your patrons be able to have a really clean experience that everyone's enjoying. So KnownOrigins is trying to do that, trying to go after eBay. eBay is its own marketplace that's been able to do very well throughout the years. And now they're trying to step into the world of Web3. And I'm curious to see how that one is going to pan out. So our final story is going to look at GQ Magazine. GQ Magazine to launch its first NFT collection linked to real-world rewards. Holders of the inaugural GQ collection will have access to a magazine subscription, merchandise, and live events. The men's fashion magazine will release its first NFT and grants holders access to the magazine's subscription, merchandise, and live events. And the collection is made up of 1,661 NFTs, very interesting number, to one-of-a-kind art pieces created by artists Chuck Anderson, Rio, Kelsey Nizulik, and Surwa Adafa. Each token allows holders to claim additional rewards such as GQ Magazine subscription, a curated GQ box of products, exclusive merchandise, and a ticket to the inaugural GQ party in April. So, again, another major brand in the world of magazines, also looking to cross over into the Web3 world. So fashion is really starting to embrace Web3. They're trying to find ways to get involved in the world of NFTs and metaverse, etc. And this trend, I think, is going to continue. I think 2023 could be the year that we see fashion and film really embrace Web3 and start laying down the foundational blocks to really build up the future and the opportunity that is the world of Web3. So that's going to wrap up this week's Aftershock. Again, a lot of really good and really cool articles. Hope you liked the information. If you did, feel free to drop us a comment. Tell us what you think. If you're out there on our podcast listening to this, if you don't mind, go leave us a 5-star review. Tell us what you think. And if it's not 5-star, tell us why and what we can be doing to improve. We really appreciate you joining us as always. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you don't, let us know, and we're happy to give you more of the content that you want to be hearing. And really appreciate all of you rocking with me, and hope you enjoyed this week's news. And as always, stay cryptocurrent.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Cryptocurrent. Cryptocurrent is a cryptocurrency and blockchain education platform that's bridging the gap between the curious newcomers who are just discovering the space and the thought leaders who are shaping its future. All opinions expressed by Richard Carthon, the Cryptocurrent team, and their guests on this show are exclusively their own opinions. This show and any other Cryptocurrent production is exclusively for informational purposes.